there's lots of new things on this camp. Seed Summit collapsible mug. That's number one. Bringing out the OEX Phoxx TV2. Although I've had it for 8-9 months. I've taken it out once. And my daughter has taken it out once. So it's not had a lot of use. Pitch is awful. I don't know how I managed that. Anyway, details. So that's good. I didn't want to bring the big tent today. I need to savour the Burn one for when the weather really requires it. The bag, that's another thing. So far, I'm really impressed. Now I will say that since I ordered this, Nature Hike have popped up with a bag pretty similar, but it's twice the price. So their bag is £85. This one's 42. I mean, 85 quid, still better than 200-300 quid. I'm just not seeing the difference other than weight. Who knows? Longevity perhaps, but we won't know that for a while. Then we've got some new trek poles. Those are really nice and lightweight. My original walking poles were Temu ones, but they were about £3 each, so they weren't very good. This one was about 20 quid for the pair, so not a huge amount of money, but a step up. And I'm really happy with them. They feel nice in the hand, they're really sturdy, they're good looking. I like them. So far, the Catastone B3 seems fine. Water's nice and clear. I mean, it's mountain water here anyway. It's not really got anything in it as such. But yeah, it seems to filter water really nicely. The flow rate's great. Perfect. I probably need to get some slightly bigger bags. Rather than the 2 small bags I've got, I probably need to get one 1 litre bag or something like that. We'll see. And then obviously the Zenbivy bed, which has taken an awful long time to get back into stock. But first impressions of that, it looks fantastic. I'm hoping it's really warm. I mean, it's a -12 down bag. It's hugely overkill, given that it's going to go down to about 6 degrees tonight, tops. Maybe a little bit less than that, sitting on the mountain here. So, rating-wise, it's not a problem. I wouldn't really camp in -12 weather anyway. So I think it's going to be a good system. I think it's all the new stuff. I've got some new feet on my chair. Coffee. It's alright. The silicone obviously gets quite hot, but you've got these 3 plastic sections, so your fingers sort of naturally sit on this centre plastic, and obviously your lip on the top plastic. So it's not too bad. They're warm, they're pretty hot, but they're not boiling hot. It's not like holding titanium, which is like holding a star. Anyway, I think I'm going to read for a little bit. Have some time for me. So that's the water situation sorted. Instead of a big loop down to where I could see a stream, I just followed the fence line down to a big stand of trees. Not this sort of size, but small trees, but bushy. And the water's flowing lovely there. So water is no longer a problem. I have actually spotted something up on the mountainside. I'm going to check OS maps, see if there's I wonder if it's a mine entrance or a quarry or something. I can see an outcropping of stone. And what looks like it could be a cave? Don't know. I'll have a look, see if there's anything on the map. Well, nothing marked on OS maps at all. Probably just a rocky outcropping. I might go out there and have a look if I can get over the fence somewhere. Or I might not. Who knows? Anyway. The wind's picked up now. And the temperature has definitely dropped a tad. It's currently 14 degrees, maybe. And the wind is up to 10, 11. It's probably a little bit more than that where I am here. Just because it whips around the mountain, through the valley over there. But, you know, it's okay. It's not quite time to put the down jacket on yet. It is peaceful though. Well, I decided to have a bit of a test of the new Zen bivy bed. Have a bit of a lay down, see if it was comfy and that. That was a terrible idea. That was an hour and a half ago. Oh, it's lovely and warm. It's comfy. It's all fluffy around you. Oh, I really did not want to get back up again. Oh well. Bit of a tidy up. And get some dinner on. And show you the last of the new gadgets. Right, let's see if I can remember how this goes. See that? That's a bowl. Now, I don't know how long it'll last. Just realised I might be covering the mic. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's a bowl. It weighs absolutely nothing, so it's really easy to carry. Bowl for dinner. Ooh, dinner. Let's get some water boiling, get some food in. There's someone down in the valley there playing with a chainsaw. I've been doing it for hours. Presumably it's forestry or whatever. Way too far away. Can't see where exactly they are. Got any food? I think it's definitely time for a spork. Should be okay. Right. This is likely to take quite some time. I guess this is the downside of the alcohol stove. It does take quite some time to do things. Whereas gas is really quick. The thing is, it's nice and silent. It's lightweight to carry. I mean, it's probably comparable carry-wise. It is definitely smaller because it all goes in that 750 pot quite happily. Everything apart from the bioethanol, but you know, I can wait. I'm in no rush. As long as I remember to put my gloves on before I touch the pot, I'll be fine. Dinner's still cooking away. I've just looked up and there's some grey clouds coming in. Might have a little rain later, which I'm fine with. That's fine. I haven't got a problem. I still don't see the need to stretch the tarp up. I mean, there's plenty of trees to put it on, but I don't think it's needed. I'm definitely looking forward to getting something to eat and get back in the tent. Yeah, I'm wondering if that rain's just going to skip past, you know. It doesn't look like it's really deep, dark clouds. But there could be enough there to get interesting. Luckily, the wind's died down. Wind and rain together is not very nice. Either one on its own is fine. Good look at that. Spaghetti bolognese. Tuck your beard away. Nice. It's definitely more efficient if you can make your own meals up with the mylar bags. The ready meals, the fire pots or the whatever they are, they're so expensive, anywhere from £5 to £15. I just can't justify that. Right. You don't need to see me do this. Ooh, that was bloody lovely. All gone. And a real easy clean up. I don't know why I haven't bought these before. I think these were Temu again. I think they were like £2-3. I'll have a look, put it on the screen. These are brilliant. So much easier than cleaning up your pots. Quick rinse in the stream layer. That'd be absolutely fine. Awesome. Probably got bits in my beard. There's always something. Oh. Well, coffee. Next. Bit of a tidy up. Again. Get some stuff stowed away. And pack in the other vestibule side. I don't need any more water, I've got plenty. I might move the stove so I can have a drink later. I probably won't. We'll see, I'll think about that. Right, that's me in the tent. It's only 7:10. It's not even particularly cold. It's got a pleasant evening out there actually. But I just wanted to get inside, get cosy. I would absolutely love to have a huge sleep. That would be great. But we'll see. Anyway, if it starts raining and I wake up overnight, I'll let you know. Any major catastrophes, I'll let you know. We're not going to see any stars tonight. It's way too cloudy. And I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's now about 9:30 in the morning, so that's about, I reckon I had a good 10.5 hours sleep there. Oh, look at my eye. It's really bright outside. Nice blue skies, but it's cold. And the wind's been blowing most of the night. Not strong, but enough. This bed's so nice and comfy, I think I'm just going to stay in it for a bit. I don't need to get up. Oh, another nap. Ooh, well, there we are. I'm out of bed, finally. Know what time is? 10ish. Got his chairs all over the place again. Oh. There we are. Nice blue skies, sun's out, but it's cold. Not what temperature is, I haven't got the thermometer with me today. Definitely cold though. No freezing temperatures overnight. Probably got down to about 5, maybe 6. Maybe it's a smidge less. The wind kept blowing most of the night though. Not enough to disturb, but enough that every time you sort of turn over you could hear it. Temp was absolutely fine. Apart from it's just a little bit too short. It really is. And I'm on slight slope there. So everything was sort of falling towards the bottom bit. Which meant the bottom of my quilt was touching the bottom of the inside tent. It wasn't touching the outside fly, so it's not really biggie. And we had no condensation this morning anyway. That's all fine. The Zenbivvy trek was really, really nice. Really good. Too much fuel for a coffee, hopefully. Well, the coffee pouch. These don't last forever, these things. These will come out on 5 or 6 trips for me now. They're almost there for replacement, I think. Right. Coffee's made. Just taking the edge off the heat of it a bit. It's a bit warm. No, I won't be, I don't think I'm really coming out wild camping for another 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks time I am camping, but we're doing a fossiling thing. So we are camping on a campsite, and then during the day I think it's a guided talk and fossil hunt through some fossil beds. Thank you, Mr. B. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to film that. I'm sure I can film bits and some smart editing might mean that I can use the footage. Anyway, so I am camping, but other things going on. Next week I'm not going out, and then the camp, and then the week after, hopefully I'll be back out again. And we'll see what the weather's like and what we might want to take this time. I'm hoping for two things. I'm hoping that either it's going to be very wet, which sounds strange, and then I can take out the Nord tent again, get it soaked, get it partially waterproofed anyway. It needs to be soaked a couple of times and dried a couple of times to be really sealed. I haven't had the weather for it yet, so I can get that out. Or I'm hoping it's going to be really hot and still, in which case I want to take the teepee tent out again, the one tigress one. That was a nice little tent. Bit of a faff to put it up. Once you get the hang of it, it's fine. Plenty of room inside. But that huge vent flap down the right the way down the back of the tent means that it's really only good for summer. I had to block it up last time because it really wasn't summer, and I don't want to have to take things to block the tent up all the time. So yeah, I'd like to do either of those. I'll be back here at some point, up to this spot with the lightweight gear. And again, I could take the teepee here. I've got the room just. It's only a small patch that the tent can go on. Or the laying part of the tent anyway. The rest of it's a little bit lumpy and bumpy. I am quite tempted to look at the ultralight tents, just to add to that lightweight pack up. But they do look very flappy, and I really don't like flappy tents. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of people taking out their Hillebergs, and they just flap all night long, and I'm thinking, well, how does that make that one of the best tents on the market? Well, it might be really waterproof, really stable in the wind and the rain, and spacious and all that sort of stuff, but it flaps. The inner just totally flaps around all night long, and that would drive me nuts. And the OEX is a slight amount of movement of the inner. Obviously the Nord tent doesn't have an inner. The Vango, the Orion 250, is it the Orion? Or the other one, whichever one it was, the bigger one of the two. As a tunnel tent, it has a little bit of movement in it, so there's a little bit of flap in it if you don't pitch it in the right direction. But it wasn't too bad, and it's nowhere near the amount of movement that you can see on these Hillebergs. I'm not a fan. I've never tried one, I'll be clear, but I don't think they're for me. It's a real shame that the Nord tent, the polycotton's quite so heavy. I would really like the Burn 2, the biggie, but I think that it's just too much weight. I think it's about 4.5 kilos or something. I'll put it on screen. Anyway, it's more than the Burn 1, so it's too much weight to carry. Even the short distance that I ever travel, which isn't very far at all, obviously. And I guess some people might say, well, you don't go very far. You're not really going up the mountains or travelling through, doing 15 miles a day to find a flat spot. That's not real wild camping. Maybe. I think they call that more backpacking camping. For me, wild camping is going somewhere where you're not really interacting with anyone else and you're surrounded by nature and you have what you bring with you and you have some sort of view, some scenery to look at, some peace, quiet, a bit of stillness. And it doesn't matter if your car is 50 feet away. I don't really see that as a problem. It doesn't matter if your car is half a mile away. It's still wild camping for me. And if you're older, larger, slightly more broken than these younglings, and you do what you have to do. You go camping somewhere relatively comfortable to what you can manage. That hill behind me, I could not walk up there. I could do it, but it would take me ages to get up that hill. And then I'd get to the top, and then what? I'm knackered, I'm panting something chronic, everything hurts, and all the enjoyment of coming out camping has disappeared. So I don't do that. I come to this spot that does have a hill to climb. Now, if you're 25, you look at the distance I travel, it's nothing at all. I understand that. But you get to your 50s, and it is a distance. Useful straps on the bottom here. Oh, I missed a strap. Nicely tightened up. What I'd missed is this top strap here to go right over the top of the bag. There we are. That's the bag done. Ooh, not too bad. Time to walk out.